You got to look. You got to look. They're not hearing you. Yes. So,
Did you unmute it in OBS? Check the settings in OBS.
Great idea. And it went back to default. So, okay.
OBS does that.
Yeah, OBS is stupid. So it likes to switch my mic back to the default mic, which isn't the mic I use. So tonight we've got, like I was saying,
starting out strong.
you're starting out real strong. Thanks, OBS. You've got a top-notch program. So, as I was saying, we have got Muradin versus, let's see, Elusive Gaming. And yes, I do go out of my way to find the most entertaining names possible. That mystery voice you heard was our observer, DJ Tyrant. And with me is a Balrog fan. How you doing tonight, Balrog?
Pretty good. Ready to jump into this game. Interested always to see where the draft takes us. Always the funnest part of calling these matches for me, because so much goes into the draft and it can really decide the game. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm always interested in see what map we get, but it's always usually Infernal, Battlefield. Like, come on, amuse me. Pick, like, I don't know.
We did a Tomb.
We did it. Yeah, Tombs are always
I like
fun.
Tomb.
I like Tomb too. Tomb is a very macro-oriented map, I'll say.
I really want to call Towers of Doom. I haven't done that yet. I think it would be an interesting map to call.
I have not called a Towers of Doom game yet, and I don't. Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. So I believe we should find out if these teams are ready. So our observer, Mr. DJ Tyrant, can make the lobby for us. I'm gonna check some stuff here real quick on my end. And just have to
Looks like we'll be going to Tomb.
Alright, okay, I'm okay with this. I'm definitely okay with the Tomb of the Spider Queen game.
Yeah, I always enjoy watching Tomb of the Spider Queen. The map's always very focused on pushing, but it's kind of like you have to push early, so it's a different dynamic where the team that tends to get to the forts as early as possible can really take advantage of the objective.
Yeah, and it's definitely and it's really interesting because if you get the right comp, you can just completely shut out a team from even remotely turning in. You know, you see those games where some of the tanks are just carrying 50, 60, 70 gems on them, and they just can't do anything.
Yeah.
Chat being the in-game chat being a little silly right now. I like it.
Yeah, definitely put me in not on a team.
Yeah, I'm okay with not being a team. If Jimmy can set us to referees, that would be absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing this game. I've got my money on Muradin already.
Just because of the name?
Just because of the name.
Ah.
Because Muradin, you know, he got them hops like Jordan.
And the other team's name was
Elusive Gaming.
Elusive Gaming.
That's
I like
funny
that.
because it eluded your memory.
Yeah. It was Elusive. Is Team 1 Elusive or Team 2?
Let me check that real quick. It seems that I will need to swap the teams. Looks like oh no. Whoever Dead Fox fan is on Elusive Gaming. Dead Fox fan, not Dead Fox fan. That'd be kind of a morbid name to have, Dead Fox fan.
Yeah. I mean, you know, maybe you hunt foxes.
I mean, you might. You never know.
Looks like we're getting ready to start up here. So on the right, we will have Elusive Gaming, and on the left, we will have Muradin.
looks like we are about to get into the game. And we'll switch it on over. You can see a little bit of the chat right there. All right. And as you can see, we're going into Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let me turn this webcam off because we don't need that.
Yeah, that'd be in the way.
Just a little bit. So let's see what bands. We'll probably get standard bands, I think. Like, everyone's a meta slave right now, especially in these kinds of games where you don't really know your opponent that well. Everyone's probably going to bound the mouth IL. You see him hovering that. We'll probably see a Genji, maybe an Uther ban. Uther ban's never a bad idea if you're not going to pick him.
I think Stukov is first ban worthy at this point, too.
Well,
he's very strong.
I mean, he's very strong, but, I mean, I feel like you're basing that off our games the other night.
No, I mean, not because of that, because I'm seeing him in every game we play. Sylvanas ban is pretty interesting, though. She is very strong on this map, so that's a pretty smart ban.
Yeah, that is a really smart ban. That's you can't really argue with that. Sylvanas gets such incredible mileage on this map, and if you're not going to play her, you definitely don't want to play against her. So,
see the Uther ban come out from Elusive Gaming. They say we don't want to deal with you, Uther. Go away.
Go guard some ancient kings somewhere else.
Yes, you are not welcome here, friend.
Greymane. Yeah, I can't really argue with that. That's, strong team fight, incredible poke. It's a good pick.
Yeah, you want someone with good engage and stuns. Maybe we will see the Muradin come along later for Team Air Muradin, because he would fit that mold really well.
Yeah, Muradin would be a really good pick. But on the side of Elusive Game, when we see Varian and Ariel come out.
BFFs, if there ever were any. I mean, when you can't have Cho'Gall, you're really glad to have Varian as Ariel. So, especially if they go Twin Blades. So, be interesting to see if this will be a tank Varian or a DPS Varian.
Somehow my sound got turned off.
What is going on with your sound issues all the time?
I don't know, but I was playing a game the other day, and it just randomly killed the sound. Just like, okay, we're done here. Peaced out. We see a good follow-up to the Greymane. Nice damage dealing in Vala to back up the heavy frontline attack of Greymane. And then we see a Rhaegar pick up as well, which really fits the Greymane incredibly well. Once he gets in there, you throw that lightning shield down on him, and he gets bonus value. So I really like that synergy
definitely.
right there.
Greymane really excels when he can take advantage of slows or a stun. So something like the slowing totem is definitely going to be something to watch out for. You don't want to get caught in a bad position and have the support cost you your life.
Yeah, and right now we're looking at the second ban phase, and let's see what do if I were Elusive Gaming, I'd be looking to ban out some tanks right now.
Yeah. And that's exactly what they do. They ban Diablo. Diablo's very strong. He would fit that team very well.
And Tomb is probably his best map, just because of how small it is. There's plenty of chances to slap people up against the wall and get that bonus damage off a good shadow charge. So
yeah, I feel right now Tomb and Braxis Holdout are Diablo's strongest maps. So this is a smart ban, and then Gul'dan immediately banned by Air Muradin.
I feel like this opens up the potential for a Cho'Gall, though. It's a small map.
Shenanigans. Will we see shenanigans? I don't think so. They're Elusive Gaming, all right? They have a pedigree. They wouldn't.
But maybe they're being elusive in their name. maybe they act like they're gonna be poke, and then they just run at your face the entire game.
No, Cho'Gall. Instead, we see Artanis and Zul, who, I really like this draft so far from Elusive Gaming.
This is a really strong draft. They've got an incredible front line. Zul's gonna be putting in work. If they go the Zul dual soak, They're just going to run bottom with, Varian, Ariel, Artanis, and probably just get, just as much done as Zul will solo lane.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they approach this. Plus, I mean, when you're looking at Air Muradin right now, you don't see anything that impressive. You see solid picks, but you don't know what their game plan is quite yet. And Elusive Gaming is going to have a chance to answer that. And Air Muradin showing off the Arthas pick right now.
Now, if they pick a second tank, this may be a Syndragosa Arthas, which would get really good value on here by disabling the forts and keeps and pushing. Yeah, we see a double tank come out from Air Muradin. No Muradin, kind of sad about that. But hey, Arthas and Leoric are a really beefy comp to deal with. And Leoric with that percentage-based damage is going to have a lot of fun in between Artanis and Varian.
Now, I think Elusive Gaming has to wonder, is this a Bloodlust comp? And it feels like it might be a Bloodlust comp. So what do we do to try and counter that? Well, they need somebody who's going to slow down people with blinds. So
I don't
maybe a Cassia.
I don't disagree with you. They could double heal her up and go Lily, but then again,
That
where's
as
your
well.
damage at that point? So
Yeah, you're relying a lot on Varian and Zul.
the thing I'm looking at if they do go a Bloodlust comp, you're gonna have to have that Arthas take Army of the Dead. Otherwise, a lot of his sustain in those fights is gonna be gone. And so we see.
Kalthus.
I like this pickup from Kalthus. They are kind of clumpy. They've got 4 melee, so they've got 4 melee on their team. So it's 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be an interesting counter pick to try to keep Air Muradin at bay. Flame Strike is definitely a heavy damage skill as we start to go into the game. As always, my computer decides, hey, we're just going to pause at 1 and make you freak out for a moment.
Always with the heart attacks.
Always. That's how these things go.
So we're going to get into things right here. It's a good draft on both sides. I think Air Muradin played it safe, went pretty standard. Elusive Gaming shook it up a little bit. That's not a comp you're going to see every day, but I think it answered the other picks from the other side, very well. And as I said, Varian and Ariel are best friends, so this should be a good matchup.
It really should. And I appreciate Elusive Gaming's portrait coordination right there with one of the most elusive heroes.
Yeah, he's very elusive, that Tassadar, what with his phase shifting and all that.
Mm-hmm. So, as we get to see who has the potato.
This is the part they don't show in HGC.
No, they'd never show the loading.
All right, so here we go. On Team Air Muradin, we have NMLLR on Vala. We have Arshfots 19 on Rhaegar, Monty on Arthas, Gilsimbut on Leoric, and Deus X on Greymane.
Deus Ex was the correct pronunciation. Dragon Fury is going to be on the top lane on Zul. We've got 4 on the bottom with Dead Fox Dan on Artanis, Keldis on the Ariel, I Like Men on the Varian, and Skeptic on the Kael'thas. And we do see them go the Zul dual soaking and 4 in the bottom. So I don't want to say I called it, but I kind of called it. And we see Leoric right there throw out a skeletal swing, doesn't really hit anything, and decides to hide behind the safety as well as Greymane comes into that bottom bush by the spider egg and just kind of makes sure that Muradin is okay.
And it looks like you called it right now with Zul doing the double soak duty, and they're pushing 4 bottom, so pretty much going according to plan when you draft a comp like this.
Yeah, and this is I'm gonna love to see how they respond. Oh, we got the Leoric B-stepping almost eats a flame strike for his trouble right there.
If you're Air Muradin, you have to really go after this Zool and try to trap him. Like right now, they should be swarming him because if they cut off the soak, then they're going to be able to go down and defend this push. But instead, they decide to gauge in the bottom lane.
Yeah, good swap out on from Dead Fox Dan. Gets them out of trouble.
Oh, but Kelthis doing work.
Oh, so much work right there. Leoric almost going down just very dangerously. If Leoric had gotten a little closer, he may have been able to just blind snipe that right there.
Failed swap from Artanis there. He retreats to the well to tap for some extra HP, and we still got Zool up on top, soaking and skirmishing.
Good totem coming out from the Rhaegar right there, and kind of just dissuades any further melee engagement right there. But two people do eat a flame strike, and as we see, I Like Men taking a lot of damage as he's trying to back to the well. Gets a heal from Ariel, almost goes down. Dusak's in a lot of trouble. Greymane gets a heal from Rhaegar and gets away. That was way too close right there. That was a butt clincher right there.
I was on the edge of my seat. I did not think Varian was going to be able to get out alive, and then I thought that Greymane was dead for sure. I apologize for stammering.
And right now we see Rhaegar get caught out of position and goes down a couple of B steps. I think it was from I Like Men right there. Take a quick look at the talents. We see Kael'thas going Convection. He's already got 6 stacks, followed up with that Netherwind for that extra range onto his... and misses the Netherwind, but Leoric does go down in the bottom as there was an attempted gank on Zool in the top lane, but doesn't really amount to much, just depressuring that top lane as Zool just continues to soak. But again, this is kind of what I talked about at the beginning of the game. You've got 4 in the bottom. Like, how do you respond to this? And we see a full level lead coming out of Elusive Gaming at the moment.
Yeah, and right now they're just going to continue to apply the pressure by taking the mercenary camp, letting Air Muradin know that if they want to come back in this map, they're going to have to put some pressure on them.
Right, and Greymane engaging onto the Zool just now. Got a little bit of damage onto him, but nothing, very lasting as this bottom siege camp is going to continue putting pressure on.
Greymane gets to lead it.
Nice gravity lapse into the blade dash. Just seals Greymane's fate right there.
Yeah, this Artanis player really knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that's always terrifying to play against.
That's true. Going up against those good Artanises never feels good.
Yeah, Arthas comes up top, tries to land a Howling Blast onto Zool right there, just short of the range right there to freeze him in place. And we see Elusive Gaming
got a gank going on.
Yeah, nice gravity lapse, flame strike onto 2. Arthas taking a lot of damage. Swap! So disgusting. The flame strike into the root. I think Dead Fox Dan is gonna die. No, he stays alive. The beast steps. So beautiful. I love it. Oh, he should not have survived that, and he does. Just great play overall from Elusive right there. That was brilliant.
What? That might have been the best swap I've ever seen in my life, honestly. Mainly because he survived.
That was just you couldn't have gotten any farther range than that.
No.
That was just beautiful.
Yeah, the fact that it secured the Arthas kill and he got away, that was simply amazing.
That's just...
see a Web Weaver turn in, so they're going to have a lot of pressure on the map. How do you think they're going to try to respond to this stuff?
Air Muradin? I don't know at this point. I mean, because Zool has just been having his way with the map. But another swap attempted on the Leoric just misses. We're going to probably see a Grave come out, another Flame Strike, and Leoric catches the clap.
Yeah, and they're going to have to just... I guess they're just going to decide to push with this bottom lane. Nope, they're rotating up to the mid now.
Yeah, there's no. I don't see a real point into assisting that bottom Web Weaver really any further. You can get a bit more value out of the top one, but it does look like Vala is going to take that down. I mean, you got what you expected out of that one. You'd push the lanes up pretty hard, and now you have all the creep pressure in the world. We see a Howling Blast out into 2 as they try to engage. The Tamer Strike onto the Arthas gets him off of Kael'thas right there. And we're going to see what...
Ooh, Greyman taking so much damage. He goes down.
That was disgusting. A taunt onto the Rhaegar. That secures the kill right there. And we see 10s achieved by Elusive Gaming. We see Phoenix taunt, Poison Nova, Crystal Aegis, and Suppression Pulse. Really, I like that choice of Suppression Pulse out of the Arthas right there. It's going to get a lot of value against the right clicks that Muradin has picked.
That's for sure. Right now, Elusive Gaming just backing off and keeping their lead. They didn't get here by being greedy, so I think this is a smart play here.
Yeah, they got that mid fort as soon as they got 10. I Like Men showing his B-step prowess right there.
Where's the respect in these boys these days?
There's no respect in these children anymore. What is this world coming? What is this Nexus coming to?
All these B steps, man. Back in my day.
What are you talking about? I B-step all the time.
It's true. Ooh, Artanis going in with the swap. They got some damage in on Arthas, and he has to retreat, and they're just going to surround the Rhaegar and beat him up for the kill.
I believe that was a master taunt coming out of the Varian right there. It looks like they do have enough to turn in right now, but they're going to go boss. They're probably going to... that was a
Leoric gets the turn in.
That was a clutch turn in because they were going right for boss, and now they've got to defend against this Webweaver phase. I don't think it'll get that much value, but it will push out the lanes. As we see Elusive Gaming go for the top 4. This seems to be a bit of a problem. Varian having to bust out one of his shield walls. Has to use the other. This one is getting... Oh, a stun onto 4 from Vala. That was a great flame strike out of Kael'thas. Crystal Aegis comes out. Monty about to go down. We see a 2-for-0, 2-for-1 trade. Zul does go down. And we see Elusive Gaming finally break off to defend this Webweaver push. Let's see if Kael'thas got that convection quest completed. He has, so now he's getting all that additional value. Taunt onto Vala right there. Come inside my box, says Leoric, and that provides the disengage Vala needs.
Yeah, that was quite a heads-up play by Leoric, making sure Vala got out of there. They didn't want to stagger a death at this moment because they had a little bit of momentum on their side. Might be able to get a fort.
Yeah, definitely. And we do see Kael'thas at level 7 did take Burned Flesh, noting the how many melees were on the other team, and that's just really smart pick, getting that additional damage when he hits 2 or more heroes with the Flame Strike.
Yeah, definitely.
We see a hard push from 4 up top, with Dragon Fury coming out to kind of stuff that push. The skeletal taunt onto Vala. Flame Strike on there. She does not have enough life to survive that. She goes down. Kael'thas backs as well. But
Rhaegar gets killed.
Rhaegar gets blown up by the Artanis right there. Are we going to see another God swap? No. Dead Fox Dan decides, nah. I've showed off enough for once right now.
So after the 2-for-0 trade, Elusive Gaming says, we're going to go take this boss we were trying to take earlier. Thank you very much.
Yeah. This is a really smart call because they do also have enough gems to follow this boss up. After it. And it's a pretty safe turn in because they're gonna have to defend that boss.
It looks like Muradin might have sniffed it out. They're going after Artanis, and it's going to be a little too late.
Yeah, it's a little too nice. Stun onto 2. The Phoenix comes out. Poison Nova on top of it. Let's see. Ancestral not in time.
Oh, the Ancestral not in time.
Not in time. Leoric Wraith walks away. Gets swapped again. These swaps are just on point. Zul, that's a lot of damage, and we have a boss.
We have a disconnect on the side of Elusive Gaming, so we're going to pause for a moment here.
That's slightly press F to pay respects. So, Elusive really showing their skill right now. I'm pretty impressed with their how they're playing this game. They played the 1-4 just picture perfect.
I mean, let's not lie. You fell in love the second they started B-stepping.
Duh. Like, both sides were B-stepping. Technically, I fell in love with Muradin more because they're Leoric. They're Leoric. As we have to explain what press F to pay respects means. Their Leoric started B-stepping first. After almost getting killed. So, I'm pretty yeah, that fort is definitely going down at this point. This is black. I'm not switching off this. Just let this chat go.
Yeah, you know, it's always fun.
I want to say his name is Justin Butt.
No, it's Jizzin Butt.
Jizzin Butt.
But I get...
We've got Jizzin Butt on one team, and I like men on the other team, and this is just too much.
I called him Jizzin Boot.
Oh, what a day, what a day. I love it. This is... hopefully... hopefully we do get...
He's reconnecting at the moment.
Oh, so we'll be here about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's being said right now. Where's Caldor when you need him?
Right.
Next time on Nexus Commentaries, we bring in Calidor to translate for us when we can't.
He's back.
Oh, he's back and he's in. Oh, is he in? All right, fantastic.
All right.
Okay.
We're back in it here. Varian continuing to push on Rhaegar, and they're going to secure that kill.
That was a easy kill. Apparently,
Ooh, a
Zul
lot of
has some
damage
massive-
on.
That was just way too much. Completely just deleted. They didn't even go for the turn in. They're just pushing with this boss, and I kind of don't blame them.
Yeah, they had an advantage there. It was a good time for them to fight, being up 3 levels. I mean, there's no reason not to go in at this point and just try to end this.
No, not at all. I mean, the boss is going to die, but they're definitely going to get this keep, which means they're going to be getting additional pressure. And there's a huge creep wave on bottom as well as mid, so a spider, a web weaver phase would go a huge way. And if I were Elusive Gaming, I would just press the action at this point. I would, get aggressive, take their camp, take your camp, take everything on the map. It's yours, basically. They've been showing right now that Air Muradin can't really stop them with the comp they have. Kael'thas is just putting in way too much damage onto their front line, and
Yeah, Kelthus was a really good pickup. That's the benefit of having that last pick. You get to respond to something like that where the other team went double melee right at the end, and Kelthus was just the perfect grab, and he's been asserting his dominance and damage all game, nearly topping out everybody by at least 10,000.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at the hero damage, and we do see Kael'thas with 36k damage. We see the Phoenix come out on this board as the Webweaver comes out, taunt onto Leoric. He Wraith walks away to save his life. Another swap comes out, attempted on the Vala, but it misses. This is going to be triple keep, I think.
Yeah, they've already lost the mid one. They might just respond and go up top and try to push core, though.
They could, but I mean, why when you
Especially
can
if
just
they win this
murder
fight.
everybody?
Right.
Zul just putting in work. That Poison Nova just getting so much damage. But we do see a dive on the back line, but it doesn't really matter because they're too far ahead at this point, and Ariel and Kael'thas just rip apart the I think it was Arthas and Greymane who were trying to go
Arthas
on.
and Greymane were trying to chase him down. Yeah, when you have that much of a big level gap, it's really hard to come back.
Yeah.
And it's fights that you normally would take end up being losses. So that's going to do it. Game 1 goes to Elusive Gaming. Quite impressive play from them.
Yeah, really impressive play. I mean, that was just crisp. I can't think of another word for it. That Zul play was on point. Muradin just kind of didn't respond to that Zul dual soak the way they needed to. But really, like, when you have a strong 4 squad in your bottom lane and you've just got one guy dual soaking, I mean, it's kind of hard to respond to that, because that Zul was deep in the pick order. I think he was picked 4th, and I mean, you don't really have enough time.
Zul was picked 3rd.
Zul was picked 3rd. So, yeah, it was the 3-4 slot.
I mean, it was 3-4, yeah.
So
But I hear what you're saying.
It's almost too bad. It's too late at that point to draft a proper response to that because you're kind of committed to what you have. So looks like we're going to be having Infernal Shrines for our next match.
Infernal Shrines.
Woo! It's another map.
Variety is real.
It's so good. I believe it. I just want to see a Cursed Hollow, man. Like, I love Cursed Hollow. It's so good. It's so good.
I don't even like Towers of Doom. I just want to call it now. Like, after I thought about it, I was like, that's like a way different experience for calling. So
I just want to call a Pirates game. I love Pirates.
that would be fun too.
You know what game I don't want to call though?
Garden. Yeah.
Because we'd all fall asleep by the time it was done.
Just cue up the crickets.
Crickets indeed. So everyone's joining the lobby at the time. So what were your thoughts on the comp coming out of Muradin in that last game? I liked what they were going for, but it just felt like that Kael'thas was the perfect counter pick right there.
Yeah, they were really weak to AoE damage after that, so Kael'thas was the perfect pick. I mean, I saw what they were trying to do. It just didn't look like they were executing like a team. Elusive Gaming was really moving as a unit that entire time, and it felt like they were a bit all over the place, and that's always going to cost you. So they need to get it together and crisp up their rotations and make sure they're not being caught out alone, because they were getting caught out in a lot of ganks as well.
Yeah, they really were. I mean, there was really great map awareness coming out of Elusive Gaming right there, noticing where heroes were. Where heroes were, where heroes weren't, where they could potentially be, and it looks like we are getting ready to go into the draft at this time. Here we go. Infernal Shrines. We're off and running.
So you generally see a Malthael ban here because he's very good, so you always have to worry about that when you're thinking about who you're going to be picking and drafting and banning. So the second team might have to consider banning Malthael.
Yeah, Malthael is really strong here with just how team fight centric this map is.
I get a feeling we're going to see the same exact bans, though. What do you say?
Maybe
Uther Sylph?
I don't know.
I bet
I
we
mean-
see you yourself.
I'll bet you those Hell in the Cell tickets. No.
Well, I don't have them yet. Tomorrow.
No, Uther ban. Now, if they ban Sylvanas, I guess I gotta pay you. So let's see. They're probably debating on a few. I mean, Genji's pretty terrifying here as well.
Yeah,
We see a Zul
Instead they
ban.
take Zul.
That's a solid ban too. I mean,
Yeah,
a bottom
s-
mid rotating Zul is just really, really terrifying.
yeah, that's a target ban there. They didn't like the play of Zool on the other team last time, so
Yeah, he was kind of a problem. And in this
and
map,
they've shown
oh, go ahead.
Air Meriden has shown in the first game too. They don't really want to have to deal with somebody who can split push very well. So this might be a chance for you to pick up Sylvanas if you're Elusive Gaming.
Yeah, we see the variant come out. I mean, the Logosh though.
I Like Men was very proficient on Varian. If he likes men, he really likes Varian. So I think it's a solid pickup there because he was everywhere last game.
I think it's that jawline.
Yeah, that's probably it. They took away the Ariel from him as well with the Ariel Gul'dan picks. It's a good map for Gul'dan, so that's a really strong first pick.
And with all the damage Gul'dan can shell out, this is a prime. He's a prime battery for Ariel.
Yeah.
Just constantly refilling that energy, helping him stay up on his life as he continues to hit, face smash that D button to keep his mana up. So, smart combo right there. I like it. I like what I'm seeing
Yeah.
out of Air Meriden so far. Let's just see how they follow up on this after the next two picks, which we see Stukov and Johanna.
Yes. I think Johanna is back, like in a big way. She kind of fell by the wayside a bit, but I think she's very, very strong in this meta right now, and players are starting to pick up on that because I'm seeing a lot more of her lately.
Yeah, she's definitely been getting picked in HGC, and it's been turning out really well. She's definitely strong. This is a really good map for her. Condemn bringing all those minions in. 2 respect bans.
The respect brought to this draft ban phase by Air Meriden is impressive. He said, Zul and Kel'Thas very much scared us. You're not doing that again.
We will not lose the same comp, but you're not going to lose the same comp.
They just don't want to lose to Kel'Thas.
This isn't a bad map for Kel'Thas either. You know, I'd like to see come out of either side.
What about that?
A Kerrigan.
Yeah, she's good here. So
She would fit in either comp right now.
taking away the Sonya, I think that's a really good ban there. Sonya's so strong.
Yeah, Sonya is incredible on this map. The sustain she has for days is just absolutely amazing. She can solo shrines, just using spinning to win. Ooh, Diablo, I like it.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of seeing the big red machine come out. Although he's not so big and red these days with the Primeval skin. Everybody's running the Primeval skin.
As they should. That's what we saw in the first trailer for Heroes of the Storm. Are you kidding me? We've been waiting like 3 years for this skin.
But in that time, my fondness for fat, chunky, pudgy, thick Diablo grew so large, and I just doesn't feel like Diablo if he's not a big fat man. That's how I feel.
You like the Diablo 2 Diablo, and I don't blame you. Everybody.
I like my Diablo with curves. Real demons have curves. Sexorus.
Real demons have curves.
We get a Thrall pick on the side of Air Meriden. Thrall, Diablo, Gul'dan, Ariel. That's immediately responding with Raymi and Abathur, and we know the kind of shenanigans they can create together, especially on this map.
No.
Yeah, I feel like this might be another instance where Elusive Gaming got the draft. They're really going to have to respond to this. How do you respond to Abathur Greymane, though?
And
I'm still searching for that answer.
same, but I feel like Air Muradin is getting the draft they want. They're not really hesitating on their picks, so they're obviously picking the heroes that they want.
Yeah, with the exception of Thrall, all those lock-ins came pretty quick. So what we are going to see here is hopefully them figuring out what they need to combat Abathur Greymane. And I guess it's always good to be able to do a lot of damage in a tight space when the two Greymanes are active, but
Here's the
if
thought.
they...
That wasn't it.
Okay.
I was going to suggest maybe a double healer count for all this potential damage that's going to come out. And I was going to suggest a Brightwing.
Yeah.
But the Zeratul will do nicely here too. I do like this draft out of Air Muradin. Let's see if they can execute it.
Yeah, I mean, if they hit the good Void Prisons, they could create engages that become very favorable for them. So hopefully we'll get to see some of that. The problem was last game they fell behind so hard, so quick. They really need to soak and stay together.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, they've got Air Muradin has a real shot to snowball off this because Abathur doesn't really come online until level 10. When he gets that clone and you got double Greymane in your face. So what I'd like to see come out of Air Muradin is a lot of aggression, a lot of rotation coming out of them, clearing the lanes, and they have wave clear in spades right here. Like between the Zeratul, the Ariel Clap, the Thrall, the Gul'dan, they can clear lanes very, very quickly.
Without a doubt, and it looks like we're already getting into it. So on the blue side, we have Air Muradin, and we have NMLLR on Zeratul. We have Jizenbutt on Diablo. We have Deus Ex on Gul'dan. We have Monty on Thrall, and Arshfaltzi 19 on Ariel.
And on the side of Elusive Gaming, we've got Dragon Fury on a hero. I don't know which one. I think it's Abathur. Thank you, Dragon Fury. I like men repeating his role on the Varian. Dead Fox Dan, I believe, is on the...
He's on Johanna.
Johanna. Keldis on the Stukov. And Skeptic on the Greymane.
I'm going to give you a cool hint. You can just hold tab during that part. It's much easier to read everything.
That gets in the way of the view.
Oh yeah, because you're not... Oh, we got another pause.
See, you get to do that. I don't.
Yeah, wow.
Press F to pay respects. Dead mouse. Let's see, do I have a smiley for that? No, but I've got this. If you guys don't know, that's the Nexus equivalent of the eggplant sweat emoji combo.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we workshopped that immediately. It was very important. Potato TT.
Remember that, everyone.
So the Diablo's mouse died, I guess. So he's frantically searching his house for batteries because mouses always decide to die at the worst possible times.
Yeah, well, actually, I don't know about that. I've just got a USB mouse, so I don't know about mouses dying. And it looks like Jizenbutt is ready to go. And apparently I had to restart it. So we are back under action. It looked like everyone was thinking about the big party in mid, and then everyone decided to think better of it. So we do see Ariel and Gul'dan just put a whole bunch of damage onto the Stukov, and then they respond by putting a whole bunch more damage onto the Johanna, and she just pops Iron Skin and runs away. Diablo with the suplex, and this Skeptic looks to be in a little bit of trouble.
Ooh, and they go in and get him.
Oh, but the overcommit from Zeratul, trading 1-for-1, but Air Muradin does get first blood there. So good for them. Good.
So I think in the setup something got messed up. I might not be as helpful here. I've got Fog of War on the red team side.
I believe
I can only see the blue team
press
side.
E, that takes it away.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. We see Varian up top with the fancy hat as Gul'dan and Diablo. Oh, this is going to be bad news for Johanna. Pops her Iron Skin. Smart move right there. Just as Diablo was shadow charging in, had the angle lined up and everything. We do see a rotation onto the Varian. I Like Men taking a lot of damage right here. Oh, it's going to go down. The hat won't save you here, buddy.
Air Muradin coming out a lot stronger this game.
Much stronger. This is exactly what I wanted to see them do, and they are performing it admirably. They're going to hit their level 4s first here in just a second. Another rotation onto the Johanna. Pops are condemned, slows everybody down. The Singularity Spike misses as both Ariel and Gul'dan begin the Shrine phase. We see Combo Slash from the shadows, improved life tap, Mana Tide, and Majestic Span come out. It looks like that Elusive Gaming is just going to give the Shrine up. They decide, and that's kind of a smart move. They were falling pretty hard behind there for a minute, and we do see Varian just pushing the wave out. We see Zeratul trying to put a little bit of harassment onto the Zeratul mid, and it looks like just bottom team is just gonna, the red team is just gonna wait. Everyone's just waiting. And I like this patience out of Air Muradin.
Yeah, Air Muradin really needs to just sort of kind of hold on to the lead they have there, and you do that by soaking lanes and getting camps, which is exactly what they've elected to do.
Yeah, and that Shrine is theirs at this point. We see Air Muradin taking camps, just a much stronger response this time out of Air Muradin than what we saw last game. They're definitely making a good game of this, and it definitely has Elusive Gaming on the back foot at the moment.
Yeah, and Air Muradin, now that they have their their mercenary camp, they are electing to go ahead and get that last little thing they needed for the Punisher.
And the interesting thing about this is they're probably all those mines just popped on that Immortals that Punisher's face, and they've got 7s. Let's take a quick look at what we're gonna see. We're gonna see Bursting Light, follow through on the Thrall. They made quick work of that.
That strategy with the with luring the Immortal to jump on all the Abathur mines. That's quite the response.
Yeah, but as we see, Thrall and Varian, Thrall apparently doesn't like Varian very much, and ended up solo killing I Like Men in that top lane, and is just continuing to push with that because Kaz or whatever, that summoner camp. Ooh, nice party bush from Air Muradin right there. Just absolutely deletes Greymane from the game.
Yeah, much better coordination by Air Muradin. They're playing as a unit right now. They're playing patient. They're in Elusive Gaming's head. They don't know if they're in the bushes. They don't know if they're going to take all the shrines. They've really kept them guessing, and I wouldn't have thought this was possible after that, watching that last game.
Yeah, and we see a nice rotation from the Stukov right there. It leads to Thrall staying just a bit too long and getting murdered for his troubles. We see Johanna just trying to take care of that last siege camp, but we do see Diablo kind of setting up for a protracted siege here along the bottom. They decide to take the bottom siege camp. Pretty smart move, if you ask me. Oh, this might. Okay. I thought that Greymane was going to go in a little deeper, and he decided better against it.
By taking this camp on the bottom too, you ensure that you get a little more value out of that Punisher you got earlier, because they have to respond to this, because they will take that fort if they don't, and you're going to see the Abathur hat and the Greymane go to work here.
And we see that Strawn does begin to spawn mid as Elusive Gaming does finish off their their summoner camp, and we see I Like Men trying to push that wave back a little bit just so the summoner camp can get some additional value. And that summoner camp is actually incredibly dangerous. But right now, we see 10s on the side of Air Muradin, which Void Prison, Apocalypse, Horrify, Earthquake, and Crystal Aegis. That's actually kind of a terrifying setup for a fight. Not a whole lot of damage in it, but
I mean, these are the ults you expected to see, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're all the best ults for these heroes, arguably. So
and,
gonna have a lot of disruption, a lot of chance to make sure once they have this Punisher doing the work for them and pushing, they have plenty of ways to disrupt the opponent from stopping it.
yeah, I mean, they are. Ooh, Varian goes. Ooh, that was so
That was
filthy.
blow up.
That was amazing. That was such an incredible
Isn't much
initiation.
trying to get out. He's
Yeah.
just body blocked to Doom right there, and he's gonna go down too.
Yeah,
So
that
like
combo.
the happy, yeah, what looked like happy moments for Air Muradin quickly turned sour as they lose a team fight and go down to 2-0.
Yeah, that clone came in at the perfect time, and double Greymane in your face is just violent.
Yes, this
What
is the strength of that comp. We knew they would come online at 10, so now we're gonna see it.
We're gonna take a quick look at what the side of Elusive Gaming took. We see Massive Shove, Falling Sword. I loved that. Cursed Bullet, Ultimate Evolution, and we see a Colossus Smash, not a taunt. They're going. That's what blew him up so quick. Double Greymane in your face and a Colossus Smash. We see Diablo. Ooh, we see a nice Void Prison out of the Zeratul right there, saving his skin. Johanna's trying to find him. We see Diablo die to the Greymane hat combo.
Yeah, you gotta remember right now, Diablo's paper thin. He just came back from the graveyard and lost 100 souls, so probably not the best idea to go in there and engage right then.
Yeah, and he's got no sustain either off of globes or fountains because he did go Devil's Due at 1. So
Monty continuing to do his solo work up top. He doesn't seem to be very interested in going anywhere with his team. He's got a lot of camps and top work done, though.
yeah, we see Elusive Gaming taking that siege camp on the bottom, which will head to the mid lane. But I don't think it's going to get a whole lot of
We're
value.
going to get a big team fight here.
Yeah, we are. It's lining up. Apocalypse is off the cooldown. Same with Earthquake. So any kind of deep engagement is going to go bad places. Crystal Aegis used on the Diablo. Flowing Sword pop. Earthquake goes off. Apocalypse goes
The
off.
Apoc stunning 3.
Lands on everybody. Elusive Gaming just so low right now. They can't really do anything. And Johanna clone goes down. That's an interesting clone. I do like it, though. And both sides just disengage. The clone is down. The extra control from that extra Johanna is gone. And they're going to lose this top little cannon tower right there. And they're going to push back that pressure on their top lane. I mean, that was
really well played by Air Muradin. You know, they kept the pressure and they didn't give up anything there.
Yeah, though I am worried. They're fighting down a talent tier right now. It's almost taken care of, as we quickly see that Abathur get extra value out of the body soak and the mid soak with that head.
Yeah,
so.
that's the danger of Abathur. He can really push you ahead in these tight games with a lot of fighting taking place elsewhere
Falling
on the map.
Sword comes down. Diablo in a lot of trouble. Goes down to the Johanna. Dragon Fury. The clone comes out. Again, a nice Horrify. Catches too. Johanna pops the Iron Skin and is going to go down. Yes, just barely. But Thrall follows her into Oblivion. And we've got a clone for 2 + 1. And then we see Zeratul go down as well. Things are just kind of falling apart at this point for Air Muradin, despite the incredibly strong start they had.
Well, this is the power of Greymane clone, man. If you've got somebody who's good with Abathur and you're friends with them, you should master Greymane because they are very, very, very good together.
But
We're seeing the strength right now.
But the thing of it is, he's not cloning Greymane. He's cloning Johanna.
That's true, but he's often hatting Greymane, and it makes a difference.
That is true. You're not wrong on that. I've just never seen someone dedicate a clone to Johanna like that, and it makes a lot of sense. That's an incredible amount of slow. That's an incredible amount of lockdown blind. It just completely just sits on whatever Aaron Muradin is trying to do, and they're executing it very well as we've been watching.
There's the Colossus smash.
That was an awful lot of damage.
That was filthy.
I'm trying to be gentle.
That Colossus smash just obliterated that Gul'dan.
And now we just see
Blizzard. Is this alt even fair?
perfectly fair. And then we see him go in again, but Diablo ends up tapping the well, gets a lot of health back. Nice detainment strike onto the Johanna. Clone comes out for Johanna. Apocalypse is popped. And
Void Prison disrupted it, though.
It did. So we see...
They should probably back off and take this keep a little bit.
This is really, really risky. Dragon Fury just putting in work with that Johanna clone. I like Men going in deep, going on Deus Ex, gets the kill. He's probably going to die in response. Doesn't have a shield wall to go back. Johanna popping the Iron Skin. Nice massive shove across on map onto, I believe that was Zeratul right there. Just perfect aim right there.
Yeah, that's the benefit of Massive Shove. Low cooldown, it's there for a while. It's pretty much feels like it's always there when you need it, and it can be the perfect disengage or the perfect combo tool. On a 20-second cooldown, you can't go wrong.
No, that cooldown's going to come up at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. Let's see what kind of build. I'm curious to see what kind of build Abathur's going right now. It looks like he's going more of a hat build, but not the spike burst. He's going for a regen build, it seems. An attack speed for that Greymane. So, real smart stuff coming out of that Abathur, and I'm enjoying watching his work and his decision making.
Yeah, and I was just looking at the Stukov here. We're seeing a weighted pustule build, which is interesting. So
yeah, you don't see that a whole lot, really.
Yeah, I can definitely understand the merits of it. The slow on that is real.
Yeah, it's an incredible amount of slow. I'm looking forward to Western Clash. Colossus Smash goes on to Diablo, and he is sent back to hell.
Where he belongs. Yeah, that was a lot of damage on Diablo. He's just can't stay in the fights. He keeps trying to come back and get souls and losing them when he's got big stacks. It just hasn't been working out for Diablo this game.
Let's just note the irony of Diablo fighting on the heaven side on this map.
He's got his angelic skin. Maybe not on right now, but he's got it.
Yeah. Okay, so we see this next shrine phase. It does spawn bottom. We see Muradin reveal himself in the mid, but this is going to be really hard to press into if you're Aaron Muradin. But your guys are on same talent tiers. If you're going to take a fight, this is probably the time to do it, because
you have no time with Johanna in the hat, though. Look how quickly she clears these.
Yeah.
Basically 4 abilities, and they were gone.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to take this Punisher bottom. They're going to probably walk it through this fort, and let's see if they try to go for anything more.
And that Zeratul has gotten very annoyed at this Abathur at this point, and he was slug hunting there for a minute, but the Punisher predictably does take that fort bottom, still really healthy. They're going to try to bait it over the wall. If I were Elusive Gaming, I'd bust that wall down, or one of those side gates, and just go in hard.
Yeah, it looks like they're electing to take out that tower, though, just because it probably had so much ammo, and they didn't want to risk
they're
having
going for the
to
engage.
get past
Johanna
it.
goes in. Johanna clone comes out. Nice Void Prison, but kind of is not doing what you need. Deus Ex trying to drain life from the Johanna. Gets a nice heal onto him. The clone's going to go down. Thrall gets away barely, but it looks like Ariel does go down. Just too much damage from that variant. Colossus Smash gets another kill.
Jeez.
How much damage can he
down.
do? Abathur variant, settle down, everyone. Oh, and we even got The Avatar
That's a
coming in.
GG
Oh,
coming out from the
just
side of Air Muradin because this core is going down.
did he took wow. Colossus Smash. He took Master at Arms as his talent, and so he had I think it's a 18-second cooldown on Colossus Smash, and so he then had an 8-second Colossus Smash, which is disgusting. That should
Yeah,
that's and it really worked out for that comp. I've never seen someone just dedicate a clone to Johanna, but that worked brilliantly. It stuffed everything they were trying to do. And that is our one game for the week as we
yeah. Unfortunately, that is our only game. The other team that we had, there was an issue, so we couldn't cast for them. So, just gonna be this one game this week. But I always have fun doing it.
yeah, this is doing this has been an incredible amount of fun, and I'm glad we decided to start doing this. Thank you to DJ Tyrant, our observer for the night, before he goes off and does the Payload podcast at twitch.tv/BlizzPro. Go check him out. He's a pretty funny guy. We love him. He also does the Heroes Power Hour with us on Tuesday nights.
Hey,
So,
shameless plug.
shameless plugs. If you want to hear me and Charlie and Jimmy blather on about Heroes, if you want to catch me get really tilted before we start the show and be a brat the whole show,
Yeah, that sounds like you.
and just hate everything, come check us out on Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, at twitch.tv/blizzpro.com. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. If you liked what we were doing, if you want to see us keep going, please hit the follow button. Give us some follows. We appreciate it so much. And we thank you for watching tonight. Any last words?
Last words.
Good last words. You're a man of deep philosophical content.
No, I got nothing. Great games tonight. Thank you to Air Muradin and Elusive Gaming for letting us cast their matches. We had so much fun
Yeah.
bringing you the action. Another one-sided affair, though. Will we need some competition, and we need some different maps, guys. That's what we really need.
It's true. We do want some exciting 3-game sets. That would be a lot of fun to cast.
I feel like we've called a lot of 2-0 Tomb and Infernal Shrines. Like, I feel like if you go back through our VODs, that's at least 3 out of 4 of our total cast so far.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. So we're gonna end it there tonight. And again, thanks for watching. Hit us with a follow if you like what we were doing. Give us a follow, insult us if you want to. The only real rule of this channel is don't be a wanker.
Yes.
I don't think that's unreasonable.
Yeah.
And if you don't think you're being a wanker, you're probably not. So,
Well.
again, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for watching. We'll probably see you guys next Thursday. And take it easy, everybody.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and again. I work 50 plus a week, but play as often as I can. I got instincts that I follow, I don't try to understand. Cause in the end, we're just animals and about to represent. Yeah, represent, about to represent. Doing things that they ain't seen before, time and time again. I am on my way and I am honest, you should do the same. In the end, we're just animals and about to represent. I work 9 to 5 like every day, but I get live on the weekend, keep it